everybody. I'm Justin Buck here from Toyota of Naperville, and I have my partner Alain that's going to have some questions for us about the difference with the Chevy Cruze LT and the Toyota Corolla XSE. These cars are priced $300 apart. So we got $23,600 roughly on the Cruze, and we got $23,900 here roughly on our XSE Corolla. So you tell us which one's a better value.
Well, a lot of questions that people are asking these days. What can you tell us? What's the big difference between the two cars, Justin?
I want to touch on some things right away, Alan, that our customers are going to really like to know about with these two cars that are going to show you a lot of value. The first thing, if you look inside this Corolla here, and again, these are priced $300 apart. I've got a synthetic leather trim seat here,
Wonderful.
Which you can see is beautiful. I've got a sunroof up on the top. Right away adds a lot of value. If you look over in the Cruze, I've got a beautiful trim spoiler on the bottom here. If you look in the Cruze, I do have a basic cloth seat.
Oh, wow.
And I don't have a sunroof. So that's just to start with.
Okay.
Now, some of the things I do like about the Cruze, they do have the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. But over here on the Corolla, I have our Scout GPS link for navigation, which is still connected navigation through your phone, so you're always going to be up to date.
Okay. Now, with the Apple CarPlay, I know about the benefits. What comparable features do you have in the Corolla?
Yeah, that's a good question, Alan. Here's a lot of things that people don't realize. You can still get messaging through the vehicle on most new smartphones with your Corolla, which is part of the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You're going to also be able to use Siri if you have an Apple phone off of your phone buttons on the Corolla. So you're going to get a lot of the same functionality. So part of it's just the name. You're still going to get the things you need out of this Corolla.
Wonderful. Now let's talk performance. What do you have to say?
Okay, a couple things with performance. First of all, if you look down at the brakes here, they actually both have disc brakes, which is great to have for performance with consistent braking. They both have anti-lock brakes and stability control, so you're going to have some good handling there. You will notice that we have a larger 17-inch tire with a much more impressive looking rim over here, where the Cruze has a very basic alloy wheel here. Still sharp, but very basic looking. It's on a 16, so you're going to have better handling on this car. Now, if you come up front with me to the engine, I will admit what Cruze has done with the Ecotec engine here is pretty nice. They do have a small turbo in here. It's a 1.4 liter. It's putting out around 153 horsepower, so it's got pretty good power for the size of the car. When you come over to the Corolla, we do have a little bit larger block. It's a 1.8 liter. So you're not going to have to get on it as hard to get the power, even though you're going to feel a little more power on the Cruze. That should help with some fuel efficiency, and based off what I've seen with research in the past on turbos, you should get longer life on the Corolla. And don't forget, the Corolla's sold over 40 million cars worldwide and has actually passed up the F-150 as the best-selling vehicle in the world.
It's impressive.
What else did our folks want to know about, Alan?
Well, other things that people are asking is, nowadays, huge on safety. What sets one apart from the other?
That's a great question. Let me come over here and point out a couple things, Alan. With the Corolla, we have Toyota Safety Sense. That's actually standard even on a base Corolla now on 18. If you can zoom in just a little bit here on the steering wheel, you'll see a little button that looks like a car coming out of its lane, and another one that emits like a beam in front of the car. What those are is we have a radar cruise control system that's going to allow you to keep a safe distance between you and another vehicle on the road. And then that lane system is going to let you know when you come out of the lane when you're above 32. It'll give you a warning, and it'll even give you a light steering correction back where you belong. At nighttime, we have auto high beams, because Toyota's found that is one of the times when people have accidents, when they can't see well. So your high beams are going to go on and off automatically. When you come over to the Cruze, they both have some good airbag systems. One thing I noticed on the Cruze, I don't see an inflatable knee blocker here. The Corolla actually has that and helps keep you in a safe position for airbag deployment.
Oh, nice.
The other thing I noticed just when I was checking out the cars, you can zoom in here, Alan, they got a really cheap plastic piece here for the release on the Cruze for your hood. I'll show you the Toyota one in a minute. It's a lot sturdier. It doesn't look like it's going to wear out, bend, or break down the road.
Okay.
Now, as far as the Cruze goes with the rest of the safety features, they've got some similarities here, but they don't have that Toyota Safety Sense. So all the systems that I mentioned, as far as the Toyota safety system, like pre-collision, pedestrian detection, they don't have all that over here. So that's probably $1,000 to $1,500 of safety features that they're not putting on the Cruze for you at this price point. The other thing I'd like to mention, that just kind of came up in my mind here, Alan, they both have a smart key with a push-button start, which is really cool. But the Toyota doesn't use a button. They actually just have a nice little marker here where you know where to put your finger.
Okay.
And so that's going to make it simpler. The Cruze does have remote start standard though, so I do give the Cruze props on that. What else have people been asking you about?
I think we covered all the points. Safety, performance, also longevity, which one should have the longest shelf life, and I think let's wrap it up.
Okay, that sounds great. We look forward to everybody coming over a test drive. See Justin Buck or my partner Alain Vilma. We'll take you for a spin at the Toyota test track so you can cruise to a victory in the Toyota Corolla.
Awesome.